Evening, guys and girls. We're on North Beach tonight, fishing the last of the Hemsby club matches. Fishing, well, should be around about top of the tide now, so we'll be fishing it down 7:15 to 10:15. I say it's the last of their series, so the Hemsby club been a good little series. I missed 2 or 3 of the matches, so on the grand scale of things, I've not done particularly well, but you know, when I have fished, I've done alright with them, had some good results with them. So we'll see how tonight goes. My prediction for tonight is, to start with, there's not going to be a lot of tide out here. First cast sour in the water, but I think if there's any weed, that's going to be laying on the bottom and covering your traces to let tide pick up a little bit, and then if there is weed, we could possibly have problems. But is what it is, same for everyone. Tonight's match is a little bit special for me because when I first done this channel, as I said to you, and I still stick with that, it's all about the memories for my kids, my grandkids and all that sort of stuff. And tonight, 2 of my boys, Ben and Danny, I'm peg 1 and they're further up the match. They are actually, I think, peg 6 and 7. They're too far away for me to see what's going on with them, and for them to see what's going on with me. So the lot with bragging rights, family bragging rights, are at stake tonight. So Dad's got to try and beat both boys if he can. Otherwise I'll never hear the end of it. However, on the flip side to that, I love to see my kids do well. If they do beat me, kind of makes you proud, because you know, they've been fishing with me since they were young kids, and I mean young as well, since they're old enough to walk. And we started off in the river with eels and stuff like that in the summer, and things just progressed. I've helped them out all I can with the fishing side of things. They've had little breaks, they've gone off, met girls, done this, done that, started families, done different things, and always come back. When I get the rare opportunity to fish with both boys, I do really enjoy that. So we'll be trying hard tonight to see if I can beat them more than everyone else in the match. I'm peg 1, so I've got end peg. Whether that'll help or not, I don't know. Sometimes it does. Let's just see how the evening goes. Well, we managed to pick up a couple of fish. That bottom one will actually go close. He's a long slinky thing. He might be a John Spalton 26 centimetres. Top one's no good to no one. Bottom one may go close. Let's see. Let's see, he'll go very close, I would have thought. Not close enough though, 26 and a half. And this little fella, well, my squid's bigger, so not very good at all. I expect that's how the evening's going to go. There'll be odd fish there. There is a little bit of weed, as I thought. There'll be odd fish there. It's just a case of picking out the better ones, as always the case. We're just fishing free up flappers tonight. There's no secret with the tracers. Got a little bit of worm, a little bit of squid. Got some lovely fresh herring off my old mate Beanie today down the car park at Caister. He does some good fresh herring there, so I got a bit of that off him. Hopefully that'll catch us a few fish. Apart from that, there's no secrets. Let's see how we go. Let's get these fish back. Well, I think this is how our night's going to go with odd fish. I mean, these half tidy fish. These best part of a 30 centimetre fish. I'd rather catch one of them, to be honest, than one of them than I would 3 little bits of rubbish. But match wise, a lot better for me. Let's have a look, see what he does go. There you go, bang on the 30 centimetre mark. Put him in that water. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to be. I don't think there's going to be loads of fish. Just a case of picking out the better ones. So, we'll see how it goes. I think that'll be the same all the way through this stretch. I think this stretch will just fish pretty evenly all the way through. You'll get the odd person with a few lucky fish. Hopefully it'll be us, huh? Let's see. We can only do what we can do. We can only catch what's in front of us. If the weed hold off, that's half the battle. I may even try and put one out a little bit further in a minute because I'm not fishing far out. I'm fishing 50-60 yards out, that's all. I thought the weed would be bad. The weed's not as bad as I thought it would be. However, there is a bit there. But if I start hammering leads out there, that might just be quite bad further out. But we'll see. See how this cast goes. This is out there probably 60 yards. If this cast produces nothing or just a couple little bits, then I will try a bit further out, see if I can pick up something slightly better. Let's see, keep plodding on, that's all you can do. It's an enjoyable evening, it's a nice night. Thought calm out of the storm really, innit? You know. Yesterday was a bit of a naughty day, wind and weather wise. And today, to be honest, is pretty calm. There's a steady southerly breeze blowing out here, but it's quite a pleasant warm evening. Can't moan about the weather. It's just nice to be out in it, doing what you enjoy doing. So we'll keep plodding on, see how we get on. Let you know. I think this could well be a very slow evening without a lot to report for you folks, but it is what it is. That's fishing, and it's not called catching. You know what I mean? It's called fishing. But I just made a call to my boys, see how they're getting on down that end, and they're getting little fish as well. I've had a few little bits, but nothing really to report. So it could be a slow boil night for you. We'll see. Well, we've got another double shot of whiting, one-eyed one, and look at the buff of them. I bet they're John Spalton specials. And if you're wondering what I'm on about when I say John Spalton specials, John Spalton is a good lad, lovely old boy, well known on the match circuit, who is an expert at catching 26cm whiting when they got to be 27 to be sizeable. So that's why I call them Spaltons. That one is probably about 3 mil off the line, and this one is just over 26 centimeters. So there we have a pair of John Spalton whiting, which is not what I want. Close but no cigar. Could be one of them nights, huh? Let's get these fish straight back. Well, the boy just rung me up, and I'm getting beat by both boys at the minute. Which is what it is. I love it. Shows you've done a good job when they start whipping the old man's butt. But still a long way to go yet, as I just told him. But yeah, they're both doing better than me at the minute. I've only got 2 fish in the bucket, and they're doing a little bit better than I am. So let's see how the evening goes, because I do like the old family rivalry. It's all good fun, it's all friendly, it's all for bragging rights, nothing else. We don't care if we win the match or not. When the 3 of us get together, it's more about beating each other. Well, that seems to be the order of my night, which is not what we want. Little small stuff, they're not even close. We just put one out there a little bit further this time, just to see if we can pick something a bit bigger up. I've only been fishing out there 50-60 yards, and I've just put this one out there probably 100 yards or so, just to see if there's anything a bit better out there. Apart from weed, we'll see. Well, we did crack one out there a bit further, and all that resulted in was a ton of weed, one undersized fish, and a ton of weed on the lead. So I think we might just come back in, because that is not worth the effort for the return. No good sitting inside there struggling there. You've got to have a little go out there. It's no good having the weapons in your armoury and never using them. However, that obviously didn't pay off. Just resulted in a load of weed and even less fish. So we'll come back in for a couple of casts, see how much that frustrates the life out of me. Like I say, you've got to try these things. Try everything you can to whittle out a few fish. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, but there's definitely more weed out there further. One thing I don't really want to be doing is pulling off weed, unless I'm getting fish in return. If I was getting fish in return, I don't mind. I'll fish in the weed, I'll put up with the weed. If it's giving me some sort of result, I don't have a problem with it. But if I'm bunging out there and getting shed loads of weed and the same return as what I'm getting at 50-60 yards out, then why am I going to bother? Might as well stay in closer and try and avoid some of the weed. It's supposed to be a relaxing night, you know. Last thing I want to do is pull in stacks and stacks of weed all night. But we tried. Let's give it a go. We'll keep plodding on as we are here now. Something will happen. Something will happen. Tide's picking up a little bit now, so that might make a difference. We'll see. Well, fishing next door to Rob Ford, who's in a little bit of form. He won a Norfolk match last night. Good angler is Rob. And he must have gone out there a little bit further, because he just coming in front of me. Absolutely stacks of weed he's got on his trace. And the sad thing is it's all sitting down around the trace nooks as well, which isn't no good to no one. Just masks your bait and that. Hard fishing when it's like that, and there ain't a lot you can do about it either, that's the trouble. So we'll keep plodding on. He's got a few fish in the bucket next door. Another one on the beach who's beating me at the minute. It don't matter. It's supposed to be fun, this fishing lark, isn't it? Let's see. This is what we're up against. A load of weed and two little tiny fish. That's what we got for our troubles. I don't know how we're going to avoid that. A little bit of potluck needed here, I think. Weed just covers your bait, innit? It's not the nicest stuff. Comes off easy enough, but it's not the nicest stuff in the world. Let's get you two little fellas off and get you back. Could just be one of them nights. For anyone who is interested in catching stacks of weed, best baits for that simply rag lugs, squid and herring tonight. Because I'm catching plenty of it, and it's now in close as well. There's not a lot you can do to avoid that. You just got to keep plodding on, hope for the best. You just can't do nothing about it. When it's there, it's there. That's the problem with it. You know, when it's like that, it's all obviously on the bottom. Because I ain't getting a lot on my leader knot, so it's all laying on the bottom. I thought when the tide pick up, that might lift off the bottom, but the tide's starting to pick up and it still seems to be on the bottom. So we just got to keep plodding on and hope that that does start lifting off the bottom soon. Otherwise, I think you ain't going to see a serious amount of fish in this match. Nothing like it has fished lately, put it that way. I hope people are doing better than me in this match. I certainly won't be winning no match for two fish. That's all we've had sizable, is just the two fish. I hope my boys are doing better up that end, and I hope other people are doing better up that end. But no doubt someone will pop maybe 10 or a dozen fish, I should think. That's probably what you want to win it. Someone will have a bit more luck than me with the size of them, so you know, that's how it'll go. But I don't know, we'll see. My guess is 10 or a dozen fish will win this match. I don't know. Funnier things have happened, I suppose. There seems to be a pattern to my night. It's called weed and undersized fish. There you go. Here's what it is. So it continues. More small fish, all undersized. Well, Rob's just come over from next to me. He's got half a dozen bits in the bucket. I got two, but I tried everything. I just had another couple of double shots of small fishing. I tried bigger baits, bigger hooks, longer snuds, you name it, I tried it. Don't make no difference, you still come back with the same result. You have nights like that, sometimes that's how it goes, and it happens to everyone. I say you always need a bit of luck with the size of them, even when you're whiting fishing, there's lots of them about. But there's been fish tonight, but it just seemed to be all sort of same stamp, 25, 26 centimetre things. But there you go, win some, you lose some. You know what they say, bad night's fishing's better than a good day at work. Tell you what, we've only got half hour left. I'm still sat here with the same 2 fish in the bucket. I do need to pull something out of the bag. Otherwise I've got a feeling I'm going back to the results with a lot of abuse that's just out of my boys come my way. Because I've got a feeling they've both kicked Dad's ass tonight. It's good though, isn't it? No one really cares. It's brilliant to see. Let's see if Dad can pull something out of the bag late on. We've got about half hour I think left, that's all. Well, I just tried 3 lovely bits of fresh herring that I got off my mate Beanie today. And I actually come in with empty hooks. First empty hooks I've had all night. Got a good mind to take them back tomorrow and get my 25 pence back and exchange them for some herring at work. You know what I mean? Give me 3 duds, innit? Well, that's what I bought with me, 3 anyway. If they're duds, I've got a bag full of them. You can't beat a bit of fresh bait. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what to suggest, mate. If a nice bit of fresh herring straight out of the net this afternoon don't catch no fish, I don't know what will. We'll see. You have one of them nights. Well, we've got 15 minutes left, and I ain't had a match this bad in a long time. There's been fish there. There's been small fish. I've had plenty of small fish. I don't want to bore you with every single cast full of small fish, but there's been fish there. But sizable fish. I've had 2 sizable white. That's all I've had all night in size. Other people have fared a bit better. Like I say, there will be the odd person there that maybe out of all the little bits and pieces has managed to pick off a few better fish, and that's where you need a bit of luck. Certainly ain't me. Unless something happened last cast, I will take you back to the results. We'll see how badly I got beaten up by the boys and everyone else. See you in a bit. There you go, look, just about weighs my night up. Little whiting. I can't even get a little dab in size, look, bless him. Little tiny see-through dab. Hey-oh. Last cast is in the water. Let's see how that goes. And like I say, if I don't get nothing worth putting on here, we'll see you at the results. There you go, look, sums up your whole night. I've actually caught a sizable slug. We've got a little rockland at the end of the night. You can't moan, it goes in the bucket. It's only the 3rd fish I got. Oh, I welcomely take a slug. In fact, I'd have took a bucket full of them tonight, to be honest. Ah well, you gotta laugh. You can't win them all. It's been a good night.
First place was Alan with £3.6.
Well done, Alan.
Second was Simo with £2.15. Third was Rob, £2.02. Fourth was Dave with £2 dead. Fifth was Gary, £1.15. Sixth was me, £1.13. Seventh was Dan, £1.04. Eighth was Ben, £1.01. Ninth was Dwayne, 15 ounces.
Done by both boys. Oh, roll on the rematch.
Matt, 13 ounces. 11th was Terry with 12 ounces. And Gormy didn't catch anything.
Well done, lads. Beat by both boys, got to wait for the rematch. Oh dear. Well done, lads.